Hello everyone. This has been a very encouraging time, me and you. I would like to thank all the subscribers with regard to the message I'm pushing out. These few weeks have been great, and it is down to you. Much appreciation to you all. We are still looking for more subscribers to join the community. It is free, and you will be notified every time we publish videos. Thank you in advance. Today we are revisiting Nigeria. Over the past 2 decades or so, organized crime in Nigeria has evolved structurally. It has grown more sophisticated and become both more violent and better organized. Organized criminal groups of Nigerian origin have created operational hubs in various countries, engaging in drug trafficking, trafficking in persons, cyber fraud, rape, and money laundering. And not only that, Nigerians are busybodies engaged in criminality such as kidnapping, fraud, scammers, dishonest, overstayers in other people's countries, fake marriages, fornications, adultery, dishonest, witchcraft, juju religions, loud, rude and domineering arranged marriages. The list goes on and on. The rest of Africa and other countries have had enough of this breed.
Since you people enjoy these Yahoo topics of Yahoo boys, let me give you a story time. A Yahoo boy texted me with his account. He even FaceTimed me. Not like it was fake, open to open. And he asked me, he made a proposal if I want to participate in scamming somebody. I said, my friend, even what you are doing right now, do you know is illegal? That you're asking me? He said that, there is no law for his life, that he doesn't care, that, please, are you going to participate, yes or no? I said, no. Then he said, okay, no problem, I'm going to find another white girl. The guy was telling me that he wants to use Oyibo woman because not only his Oyibo photos are not enough, he wants the Oyibo woman to be able to FaceTime that man.
A phenomenon that previously had been limited to Nigeria, such as cults, have come under the radar of law enforcement in various other countries. Illegal activities, such as wildlife and forest crime, have evolved into major criminal markets of both national and international concern. Across the region, organized crime has become a significant driver of instability and insecurity, with considerable negative impacts on people, economies, and environment. Organized crime, which includes cultism, maritime crime, trafficking in drugs, wildlife, and persons, migrant smuggling, and more has become one of the main drivers of insecurity in Nigeria, and now affecting different countries. Nigeria's strategic location along global shipping routes between the Americas, Europe, and Asia, large-scale transport infrastructure, and porous borders make it an attractive target for criminal organizations that use the country as a base and transit point for their operations. Youth unemployment and widespread multidimensional poverty provide a large pool of potential recruits for criminal organizations. Governance gaps combined with an abundance of natural resources often located in remote areas offer strong incentives for engaging in criminal activities. I have a Nigerian friend whom I speak to over the phone, and I get advice and schooling about some of the vile activities happening in Nigeria. Some of this stuff and behavior is shipped abroad to other countries. South Africa, Kenya, Uganda, Thailand, the United States of America, England, and Europe have all witnessed the criminal mind and actual criminal doing of the Nigerians. And because there are so many of them involved in the evil activity, it makes it feel like it is a national Nigerian trait. A lot of countries are deporting them back to their country, Nigeria. Just last week, Tuko TV was interviewing a Kenyan national, a 19-year-old girl married to a Nigerian. This over-trusting girl was easily lured by this older Nigerian. This older and criminally minded Nigerian chap introduced all sorts of vile stuff to this young lady. Even professionals such as lawyers, accountants have fallen to the Nigerian trap. The initial trap is that a Nigerian will lace a woman with a good life and money. This girl's life has flipped upside down so fast. All because she was so ride for the picking. Completely unguarded, she was subjected to a bizarre blood rituals practice and witchcraft. This girl allegedly lost several pregnancies in the process. Absolutely a sickening and brutal story to watch her describing her experience under this Nigerian wizard. The man lured her into marriage with a promise of a good life. All she received was extreme pain and trauma. This girl is poor, so there is every possibility that the Nigerian wizard will not be taken to court or even challenged for the wrongdoing. At times we must learn from other people's errors. I pray to God that none of my sisters or brothers will ever marry a Nigerian. It does not matter whether this Nigerian is brought up abroad or not. I stress this is not racism. This is looking out for your own. The leopard does not change its spots. and the Nigerian culture is draconian and complex. The allure and promise of good life, free travel, and holidays is enough to get some women captivated. Some of these folks lie without batting an eyelid. Some lie about their marital status. He will convince the woman whom he is dating that he is single, and yet he has plenty of baggage back in his country, 2 wives plus 5 children. Also, chastising their partners comes as standard. Some women are desperately lonely, gullible, or simply anxious as the aging process kicks in, that they are willing to accept any sorry story as gospel truth. Hence, they are caught up by Nigerian scammers again and again. That cleared. Please let us continue. Growing sophistication of organized crime is prevalent in Nigeria. Cults are expanding their activities in Nigeria and abroad. While they are not inherently organized criminal groups, they serve as enabling organizations for a range of criminal activities. Cults use their collective capacity for violence to extort businesses, enable corrupt politicians, or regulate illegal activities. We are not government workers and have no salaries to depend on other than our cult activities, said one cult member. We approach clubs and bars operating within our territories to make demands. Then we attack and rob the place. Cults and politicians are sometimes intertwined in Nigeria. Maybe the whole of Africa, but for now I have been observing Nigeria. Just watch what happens at elections. How come that the election process is often disrupted? The candidate backed by criminals always wins. Quite strange. Maritime criminals, often referred to as pirates, are adapting their tactics to evade law enforcement efforts and maximize their efforts. From robberies of ship stores and crew property to hijacking of oil tankers, and kidnapping crew members for ransom. Nigeria too remains a hub for transnational cocaine and heroin trade and has recently emerged as a hub and source for illegal extraction and trafficking wildlife and forestry product, pangolin and rosewood. Trafficking in persons continues to stand out, not only as a major criminal market, but also for the physical and psychological toll it takes on its victims. Most often Nigerian women and children. Today, most victims are trafficked within Nigeria and the region for sexual exploitation, forced labor, or domestic servitude. Victims of trafficking continue to be rescued in Europe and the Americas and, increasingly frequently, in the Middle East and Asia. Finally, though the number of Nigerian migrants fell significantly in 2019 to 2021, those who decide to make the journey often see no alternative to using a smuggler due to lack of access to travel documents or legal migration pathways. Nigerian criminal nationals are involved in migrant smuggling at every stage of the journey. As recruiters in Nigeria, as smugglers who accompany the migrants, and as receivers in destination countries. Organized crime has dire consequences for the well-being of Nigerians, and indeed the world. Organized crime imperils global peace and security. It violates and impedes human rights. Nigeria's mixed legal system derives its laws from 1999 Nigerian Constitution, various types of legislative enactments, judicial precedents, customary law, Islamic law, and received English law. 2 criminal law regimes operate concurrently in Nigeria. So, the investigation, trial, and punishment of criminals in the country's south is governed by the Nigerian Criminal Code Act 1916, while northern states, which enforce Sharia law, refer to the Nigerian Penal Code Act 1960. Drawing on the common law tradition, Nigerian courts use adversarial procedure to adjudicate crime whereby the prosecution and the defense compete against each other to make their case, with the judge serving as referee to ensure fairness to the accused and that legal procedures are followed. That's for another day.
Nigeria is ranked 6th in the world for organized crime, according to the 2023 Global Organized Crime Index. The report stated that Nigeria continues to face a series of security challenges, corruption, and other criminal activities. According to the survey done by the Global Initiative Against Transnational Organized